Hey dudes, here we go. I've got a little pile that I've been picking up over the last month, and I'm going to show you them now. So let's get going with our first teen book, Crimson Peak. I love this film. Really good film. Really enjoyed it. Now let's get this right. It's a gothic romance horror, not a gothic horror film, which it's disguised in the trailer and it makes it look like it's an out and out gory gore fest, but it's not. And this is Guillermo del Toro, who makes films a lot more complicated than your plain dumb hack and slash films. Again, like many films, so if you remember the Liam Neeson film called The Haunting, or was it Haunted, the character of the film is the house, and the house in this is absolutely beautiful. It's gothic, it's stunning, it has a lot of set levels in it, and they're all real and they're not CGI. This is the tin book itself, with the floating fairy of Mia Walszewski, if I can pronounce her name right. Also the gorgeous Jessica Chastain, who I really like. She just keeps churning out one good film after another. Now we got The Huntsman Winter's Tale coming out, and Tom Hiddleston, who everyone loves ever since his character of Loki. Great character in this film. The tin book itself is pretty good, or Steelbook, but it's really tin, so I'm not going to call it Steelbook anymore. It's tin. It's just saying the back of the corridor, and you've got some of the characters inside it as well, so it's all good. This film really, it's one I had a lot of patience for, because I love the beautiful look and style to a movie. Next one, Labyrinth. Oh, I love this film. I've loved this film for years. I've loved this film since I was a kid. I still love this film now. Nothing changes, and I'm so glad that finally we have a steelbook of it. It's a Mondo style steelbook, with the late great. It's such a shame, David Bowie. Brilliant. He's just got a unique voice, and he's perfect in the role. Slightly campy Goblin King role in it. Absolutely brilliant. And Jennifer Connelly, as she looked in this film, was probably one of the most gorgeous actresses I've ever seen on screen. And for the next 10 years after that, I'd say as well, she seemed to have a huge pair of boobs as well. Not from this film, but from some of the others after it. You get the idea. And she still is gorgeous now, so whoever's with her, I don't know who it is, you lucky man. Stunning. So this is Labyrinth. Absolutely brilliant characters. As you remember, the owl from the titles at the start of the film, and that bit in the middle, I don't quite know what it is. And then the labyrinth at the end, that they're walking around while he's doing another one of his great songs. And next up, we got a double bill of two great films. Maybe the Da Vinci Code suffers severe pacing, and they could do with a director's cut rather than an extended version. And probably, being fair, knock 35 minutes off of the movie. It's too long, and it's unnecessary. Well, they solved that pacing issue with Angels and Demons, and I absolutely love that film, which is why I cannot wait for Inferno, the fourth book in the Robert Langdon series. Yeah, because they're skipping the third one, The Lost Symbol, and going straight to Florence for Inferno. Cannot wait. Brilliant. Not too sure about the steelbooks though. Are you? Especially that one. Some people really like them. I don't. But I don't really want plastic amaray, so I'd rather go for the tin books. This one not too bad. I do like the Da Vinci one. It's nice, got the rose, which is quite a big symbol on it. This Angels and Demons ones, I mean, what the fuck? But anyway, you have to have them together, and let's wait for the third film, and oh look, that'll probably be a totally different design, and oh bollocks. I'm not going to play all of them on screen. This is the Green Inferno. I got this one from, is it France or is it Germany? One of the two anyway, it works. Everyone keeps going on about Cannibal Holocaust. Well, personally, I find Cannibal Holocaust a bit of a disgusting gross fest, and too gross for my liking. Maybe because I'm a little bit squeamish, I don't know. This one had a really nasty scene, incidentally, among some others, but one in particular I thought was a bit OTT, but I guess they have to do one, and there you go. So it's an okay film. You could revisit again. It's not a great film. It's more of an average film. A lot of characters getting killed. One pantomime character who just basically, you would never get a guy that nasty in a film. I mean, such is the stage that, look, if you've seen the trailer, you know they'll all get captured at some point, or all captured together. And what he does, he has a wank in the corner of the cage, and he says to everyone, "It's to relieve myself so I can feel better." Who does that? Who does that? No one does that. Crazy, crazy Eli. And what the hell's going on with this remake of Cabin Fever? What the hell are you doing having any say in that film at all? That just doesn't make any sense at all. Right, moving on. Here we go. Another great film, which I really enjoyed. Owen Wilson. Man, Owen Wilson is Zoolander guy, Hansel. So you don't expect to see him in such a brutal action movie. But this one is serious. I mean, it's got Lake Bell and it's got Pierce Brosnan in it. Pierce Brosnan probably not in it as much as I would have liked. Going to this place in somewhere, they say they don't actually name the city, probably because it gives them such a bad rep. So let's say Vietnam, and all of a sudden everything's just gone mad. The political front, people are just killing people, and Owen Wilson's on the list and his family. And it's really good because of the fact he's just not on his own with Lake Bell like the Purge film. He got two kids with him, making it a lot harder. They're running to try and get out of the city. They're being hunted down. It's a crazy, mad film, and I really enjoyed it. Really worth a purchase if you don't have it, you know, already. I think it was out about 3 weeks ago or something like that. Really enjoyed it. Probably good enough that I missed out little bits because I'm always getting interrupted by the wife. So I can watch it again. So No Escape. Great movie. Right. Okay, moving on to Signs. Mel Gibson. I love Mel Gibson. He's great. He always seems to lose it in a certain movie, doesn't he? Recently in Expendables 3 with the meat suit scene where he was captured. But always the most classic one. Give me back my son! So this is Signs. Shanaman. I'm really not a fan of that guy. I really don't. But this film, he nailed it. He nailed it. Absolutely brilliant. Not a big fan of Unbreakable. Not a big fan of Sixth Sense. And they're two of his best movies. And then he just went to shit with shit movie after shit movie. The last Airbender, was probably the last awful film. But then he come back and he done The Visit. Has anyone seen that film? It's really good. But this, for me, was his best movie. It's a really nice tin book, incidentally. It's got debossings of the sign circles in every single one. It's got this lovely sort of colour to it. It's really nice. On the back, again, there's a sign symbol on it too, but and then there's a little bit of artwork inside it. But I really love this movie. It's just such a good story, and I forgot all about it. I haven't had it since I had it on DVD, and I haven't seen it in probably 6 years or so, 6 or more. And it's got funny moments. It's got great backstory moments in it as well. It's got great characters. Joaquin Phoenix, I even forgot that he was in it, and he was a great character in it as well. The kids done a good job without being irritating, which is always important because kids in films seem to be irritating at least 60% of the time. And there are some other side characters too, but the story of it being light-hearted and fun at the beginning and getting more and more serious throughout to the end, where he's finally starting to lose it with the meal. And the backstory with the priest and his wife, really good, beautifully shot. Shanaman, you've done a good job with this one. It'd be nice if you'd done more quality like this than some of the shit like Lady in the Water and stuff like that. What was going on? And there are other ones that I can't even remember the names of them. They were so bad. I mean, I have faith in him. That's why I try and watch every single film that he makes, and I just keep getting let down until The Visit, comeback film. And mainly as a comeback because I want to keep watching films because this one was so good. I really love this film. I'm being a bit harsh on Unbreakable. It actually wasn't that bad. But anyway, this is Signs. My next one is Scorch. This is the second film in the Maze Runner 3 movie series. I'm so glad they're smart enough to not split the third film, which is going to be called The Death Cure, into part 1 and 2. Such a refreshing change after seeing the Harry Potters do it, and the Twilights do it, the Hunger Games do it. The Divergent series are going to do it. I'm just sick of that. You can make it into one film. Stop pissing about and splitting it into 2 to make more money. So this is Scorch. I actually think it's better than The Maze Runner. The Maze Runner was an alright film. It had its good moments, it had its bad moments. It weren't a perfect film. It was something middle in the road, but something fun. Scorch Trials, I really enjoyed it. So much better in my opinion. Really fun movie with the same sort of characters in it. New characters in it. Some very good characters. Different scenery settings right from the beginning, where you're in the wiki containment building, and then it moves out and you get these different types of zombies, and then there's another different type of zombie called the Cranks, and then you come into other villains on top of that. Really enjoyable movie. Really stunning tin book, incidentally. It's a shame the first one didn't go in this style, in a different colour with a different symbol, rather than the way it was, even though it was a nice steelbook, embossings and stuff on there. Plain, which I prefer, matches with the rest of it as well. I think it's really good. Yeah, bring out the Maze Runner in this style, and the next one, the Death Cure, do it in this style. It'll look really nice, set, all done, all three together. But they won't do that, will they? No, fucking useless. Right, anyway, that's Scorch Trial. So I love this film. I just picked this up for $5.99. I've had it on DVD for so long. I've been waiting to try and get it on, let's say, DVD. I mean, not DVD, on Blu-ray, Steelbook for such a long time, because I've got Steelbooks of other movies. I've got Steelbooks of The Big Trouble in Little China, John Carpenter, and Halloween. And I just basically, I wanted to have this one as well because it's such a great film. But then I thought, fuck it, it's $3.99. I'm just going to get it. I don't care. It's a great film. It's The Fog, John Carpenter's version as well. Not like that, god awful. I have to say, The Fog remake has got to go down as probably my worst ever remake I've ever seen in any movie ever made in a remake. And there's some stinkers, but the remake of The Fog, my God, what happened there? They really deflowered one of the best horror films ever made. And John Carpenter, he was a horror god director back in the late 70s and the early 80s, wasn't he? I mean, how could you make so many great movies? Not necessarily just horror ones, but oh, it's got all blurry! Sort out your bloody phone to get a new camcorder, this sucks. Halloween, The Fog, Big Trouble in Little China, Prince of Darkness, The Thing. I mean, The Thing. The Assault in Precinct 13. Oh man, the list goes on. The Fog was a great movie. The simple tune that it has in the background on it, just like the Thing film and the Halloween, was 50% of the movie scares. It is absolutely brilliant. The atmosphere and everything being a little bit alone and out there on its own absolutely worked. He used a lot of actresses and actors in one movie that he used in others as well, which is nice. And Janet Leigh, you remember her from Psycho, the original Psycho, she's in it too. Also that girl at the back, she was in the original Halloween film that he made. Jamie Lee Curtis, obviously, he used in Halloween 2 as well. Yeah, just brilliant. Did John Carpenter do Halloween 2? I don't remember. Tom Atkins, another one. He done Halloween 3, didn't he? And some other horror films as well. But good stuff. I absolutely love this film. Go get The Fog. Here's a really good film that surprised me. I haven't seen Nick Cage in a good film in ages. I'm starting to think he's just doing movies just for paychecks now, because his films of late have been sucking really badly, considering he was A-list top of the ring at one point when he done films like Face Off and The Rock and Leaving Las Vegas and a whole host of other movies, and then all of a sudden he started doing these really bad films like The Wicker Man, no, not The Bees, the worst acting ever, and then B movies, films that are just going straight to video. I mean, what's going on? But then he brought out this gem, which also stars the gorgeous Rick's wife from The Walking Dead, and she does look really gorgeous in this one. All of a sudden, I think she's absolutely stunning. She's in a new film called The Other Side of the Door. It's really good, a horror one that's coming out next month. But Pay the Ghost, really enjoyed this. I actually enjoyed it so much that I watched it once, and then 2 days later I had a free time and I watched it all over again. It's not without its faults. It has a bit of Insidious near the end, but not done as well, not as creepy. Should have been. Basically, it needs a bit of polishing up, but it's got some great acting. Nicolas Cage is a bit where they lose the boy and he has an argument with his wife. His acting in his eyes and his face, it's just the best acting I've ever seen. It's absolutely brilliant. It's the face you would pull if that happened, the distress that you go through. Great movie. Really enjoyed it. There she is as well, and it does actually look hot. Pay the ghost. Got to get it if you can get it cheap. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely loved it. This one's been out a long time. This is a series, 13 episodes, called Harper's Island. I think it's out over 5 years ago or something like that, and I never bothered with it. And I watched episode 1 and 2, and I didn't think that much of it, so I stopped watching it on TV, and that was the end. And then I watched it on the horror channel the other day, and I think it was episode 7, and I was glued to it. And then I watched episode 8, and it was brilliant again. So I just thought, sod it, I'm going to go out and buy the thing. Oh wow, it's only like $4.99 for all of the episodes. And yeah, granted, the first 3 episodes are a bit slow, but then they get tense and excellent, and it goes on, and you just really enjoy it. And then you realise that episode 1 to 3 is the light-hearted moment of it, which you just didn't want to really watch at the beginning, and you get to know the characters, and it's like, oh, you go back and watch them after. But it's a really good movie trying to decide who the killer was come the end of the film. And you actually feel for a lot of the characters. You get to like a lot of the characters in it, and it's quite sad when they get killed, and you're a bit gutted. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little this is sort of what I picked over the last 28 days, really. There are others, but obviously I don't want to bore you with massive long videos. But fortunately, Spectre won't be arriving in the post, the 007 James Bond one, for a couple more days. Otherwise, I would have plonked that one onto this list as well. I don't know when my next video is going to be, because I don't know what's out. It's kind of gone a bit greyscale now, isn't it? With not so many movies coming out to buy, or box sets, or in my case figures, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little bit I've showed you. And oh, he's got red eyes! Oh damn, he's getting even scarier, that ghost pirate. Damn, I love this film. Okay guys, I'll catch you all later. Please leave your comments, and I'll get back to you. Cheers!